Hey, what's up guys? Coming at you with a brand new video here. Today we are talking about how to defeat the first raid boss in Palworld. That is going to be Zoe and Grizzbolt. Now this is an electric type boss, which means she gets countered by ground pals, which is funny. It's kind of the same thing as Pokemon now. It's useful if you'll get some ground pals to help you out in this fight, but it's not as critical as you may think, because this is just the first boss battle. What's even more important, I would say, is just sticking to ranged damage and avoiding going to melee and having great control of your pals, understanding the mechanics. It's not going to matter so much whether or not you have the right counter, or particularly what you're crafting for your character. It's all about how you use your pals and how you dodge the enemy's mechanics. Now, before you even enter this boss fight, there's a few recommendations I have, and I just started a new account here just to show you guys, but we're going to go into the tech tree here, and there's just a few notes I want to make. One, do not challenge this boss until you're at least level 10, and the reason why is you can get the 3-shot bow at this point. You do not want to go to melee against this boss ever. You want to keep your range, and this is probably one of the only effective DPSs you can do in the lower levels. Do not make the mistake of going to melee using a spear, because that's how you can get 1 or 2-shotted. So the 3-shot bow is very helpful. Plus, making sure you're well statted into your health and stamina are probably going to be some of the most important things, maybe defense as well. Your attack won't matter as much because the goal is to use your pals to do most of your damage, so you're really just trying to survive with mostly HP and stamina. Yeah, so additionally, you're going to want to make sure your character is fully geared, so we need armor. That'll be a cloth outfit. This is fine. You don't need the Tundra or Tropical because you don't have to worry about weather damage in the boss fight. Common Shield is fine too. This is critical because you need this to survive a lot of the damage and just recharge your shield in the fight. Additionally, you're going to want to make sure you have feather hairbands so you can resist that headshot damage. It's a nice little last piece of gear that you just all equip on. So the first mechanic I wanted to go over is the red laser ray. So she does like this lockdown where she'll stare at you and try to one-shot you essentially if you get hit by it. Now you can avoid this by standing behind one of these many pillars you see here. Or you can use the penguin pal like I'm doing here to freeze her, and that locks her out of whatever mechanic she's going for. But that's one of the deadliest that you must avoid to not get one-shotted. Next is her range bolt and chain lightning attack you see her doing here. It's pretty easy to avoid. You just get behind a pillar or do a little roll when it comes in close. But you'll see she'll also try to follow up with chain attacks. So whenever she's really running at you like this, it's better just to run and let your pals or your teammates do the damage for you.
What a fun boss battle.
Next is when she runs at you for a melee attack. For this one, it's pretty simple. Just turn your back to her and run. Try to put as much distance as you can. Use pillars to hide behind her if you need to. You do not want to get caught in melee with her. She will hit you very hard. Lastly, we have this ranged lightning attack now. It's pretty straightforward. You're going to want to put yourself some distance between the target, and again, just using pillars to avoid damage. But critically, you need to make sure that she isn't trying to kill your pals, because your pals are honestly more important than you. If that comes and happens, you need to try your best to grab your pals and move them out of harm's way by just recalling them to their pal balls and then throwing them back out again once her attack's over and she's changed her targeting. In terms of team composition, just go with your highest level pets you have. Don't bring in any low level pets and ones that you put in equipment into. Personally, my favorite was Penguin Lit just because it has freeze ray spam that just locks the boss down and interrupts so many of her mechanics to make it easy for you not to die and to keep dealing DPS with your bow. And yeah, so if you follow these steps and use your pals as best as you can, keep them alive for as long as possible, avoiding the death mechanics, then it's pretty easy to get this boss down. My girlfriend and I co-opted this 1v2'd, and it wasn't too bad. So imagine with more players in your party, you can make a lot more mistakes. But yeah, it was pretty easy to take this boss down once you follow those steps. So thanks for watching, guys. If you did enjoy the video, make sure you leave a like and comment, and let me know if you want to see more Palworld content in the future. I'm really enjoying this new game.